Vayomer Adonai El Moshe El Tira. Vayomer Adonai El Moshe Al Tira Oto. Ki vayadcha natati oto. Viat kol amo viat artso. Viasita lo. Kasher asita l'sichon melech emorihi asher yoshem b'cheshbon v'yaku oto v'yet bana v'yet kol amoho ad bilti hishir lo sarid v'yirshu et artsoho v'yisu b'nei Yisrael v'yachanu ba'arvot Moav me'ever le'yarden yarecho.
Officers and board members, I'm going to do a little bit of a reading, and after each phrase, if you affirm the sentiment of the kind of leadership we want to have and the kind of synagogue we want to create together, please say Amen. May the door of the synagogue be wide enough to receive all who hunger for love and all who are lonely for fellowship.
Amen.
May it welcome all who have cares to unburden, thanks to express, and hopes to nurture.
Amen.
May the door of this synagogue be narrow enough to shut out pettiness and pride, envy and enmity.
Amen.
May its threshold be no stumbling block to young or straying feet.
Amen.
May it be too high to admit complacency, selfishness, and harshness.
Amen.
May this synagogue be for all who enter the doorway to a richer and more meaningful life.
Amen.
What does Adonai our God require of us? To revere, to love, to serve with all our heart and soul, and to keep the commandments and statutes of Adonai, our God and God of our ancestors. Bless the leaders of our congregation with wisdom, vigor, and understanding. Sustain them with your spirit, Adonai. Grant that their labors be a blessing and a source of blessing, and let us all say, Amen. And I also understand that there's a mazel tov to wish Jeff and Linda on their anniversary. And finally, Kenyette is in cahoots with Linda's mom.
So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Kenyette, and I am Rabbi's administrative assistant. And I received a phone call a little over a week ago from Linda's mom asking me to do a specific something. And then I asked her, was she going to tell Linda about this? And she said, well, I won't tell her if you'll do something for me. So that something for her was to create a certificate of congratulations for her daughter in her new position as being the president here at Congregation Beth Torah. So I would like to present her with this. It's a little different than most of the certificates that is presented here. I kind of made it a little fancy. And it says, Certificate of Congratulations presented to Linda S. Markowitz on this 13th day of July 2019. Age-old wisdom says that hard work always pays off in life, and you have proven that it holds true even today. This is with love from your mom and your two sisters.
No speech, no speech. What's interesting is my mom's dad was president of his synagogue in D.C. many, many years ago, and I actually have his gavel that I asked for because that meant a lot to me. He was my role model in a lot of life, and when after the annual meeting, I called Mom and I said, Mom, you're never going to believe this, but I'm following in Pop-Up's footsteps. So thank you, Kenyette, and everybody for doing this. Just to give you a list of who each officer is, my amazing Executive VP, Linda Bradley, who this is not her first go-round on exec either. Education VP, following in my footsteps, and I wish nobody else I want to pass education down to, Debbie Wills. Sorry, Development VP, Jeff Capita, who is taking on a big role and has done fundraising before and is got some great ideas you'll be seeing. Financial VP, David Engelberg, who's been doing this for several years, and one of my criteria for accepting this role is that David and Ed would stay on. Ed Matisoff as treasurer. Where am I? Membership VP, Fern Gerstein. I know, because you tell me not to do it wrong. And I know that. Fern Gerstein, who has been here as much as I have this week. Ritual VP, Jessica Winter, who's down leading Tot Shabbat, the junior congregation. Secretary Mike Precker, who is celebrating his mother-in-law's 95th birthday in Israel. And my role model, mentor, and friend, immediate past president, Sid Freeman, who's got big shoes to fill. So thank you, because I'll be calling you. Our at-large board members, Carly Ross, Scott Checkaway, Abby Mindell, Grant Mindell, Austin Clark, Leah Rennert, Andy Levine, Jeremy Duchin, Kimber Miller, and Deanna Konigsberg. And I'm not going to read the entire list of committee chairs. It's 2 pages, but that just gives you an idea of how much volunteer time is needed to run this congregation. And until you get really involved, you don't realize the enormous amount of hours, just ask my husband, that go into being a volunteer and running the synagogue. And then we couldn't do it without teaming with our staff, which I don't even think is staff because we're all one big team, led by Rabbi Z, who we all know is amazing. Barry Schweitzer, Kenyette, Karen, Tom, Joni, and Karen. Catherine, Kenyette, and Naomi. Anyway, we're all in this together. And the reason I had asked Cliff and the rabbi to bring the entire exec up for this Aliyah is president doesn't do this role by themselves. It's a team. We're a community and a team. So we look forward to working with all of you to make this synagogue, as wonderful as it is, even better.